Over the last few years, the way we talk about work has shifted. People want clear boundaries. They want a hard stop at 5 p.m., they want their weekends protected, and they want the space to actually live their lives outside the office. This chart shows exactly where our priorities are right now. When asked to choose, a massive 85% of modern workers say work-life balance is more important to them than a higher salary. But look at the companies we actually celebrate. The businesses that dominate our economy, the ones we read about and use every day, are rarely built on a peaceful 40-hour week. We are obsessed with massive, chaotic outlier companies. Take Poppi. It's a bright, pastel-branded prebiotic soda, marketed as a healthy, guilt-free treat. It feels approachable and light, and it recently sold to PepsiCo for nearly $2 billion. On the exact opposite end of the spectrum is Palantir. They are a highly secretive $400 billion contractor, building complex data networks and AI systems for the military and massive corporations. One sells bubbly fruit soda, the other sells defense software. Yet behind closed doors, they share the exact same blueprint for success: the complete and unapologetic sacrifice of work-life balance. Poppi didn't start in a sleek corporate office. Its earliest days were spent in the grueling, suffocating heat of Austin, Texas. The product is sold as a stress-free beverage, but launching it required extreme financial risk. The founders, Allison and Stephen Ellsworth, maxed out their credit cards and even sold one of their personal cars just to afford basic bottling equipment. To get the soda onto store shelves, Stephen spent those early days driving an old delivery truck with absolutely no air conditioning through the brutal Texas summers. And when Allison went into labor with her first child, she didn't log off. She took high-stakes business calls on Zoom directly from her hospital bed in the delivery room. Exactly 2 weeks later, she was back on the physical bottling line, managing production with her newborn strapped directly to her chest. Building a billion-dollar brand means doing the exhausting, uncomfortable tasks most people reasonably refuse to do. Palantir scales this exact same intensity, but at an institutional level. Their clients are major corporations and high-level government agencies. In a traditional corporate job, an employee might spend their first 2 years mastering Excel, then slowly graduate to making PowerPoint slides. Palantir skips that entirely. They rely on an aggressive trial-by-fire structure. Forward-deployed engineers detach from standard corporate hierarchies. Palantir drops them directly into complex crises, like logistics failures or homicide investigations, with massive ownership and zero instructions. To survive this unstructured environment, they rely on high agency to figure out solutions and build the architecture themselves. Keeping smart people in a continuous state of emergency forces creative problem-solving. By demanding employees figure it out on their own, the company consistently delivers outsized outcomes for their clients. This culture of extreme stress and constant output ripples outward, shaping entire tech hubs and economies. For the founders of Poppi, those years of missing family events and working through the night resulted in a staggering $1.95 billion buyout. And at Palantir, the byproduct of their corporate meat grinder is an entire generation of alumni who are now completely addicted to the dopamine hit of solving impossible, unstructured problems. This chart visualizes that addiction. Former Palantir employees have taken that intense, high-agency training and used it to found over 335 independent startup companies. Operating like this comes with severe personal costs. The people who do this openly admit to severe relationship strain, overwhelming parental guilt, and prolonged exhaustion. It makes complete sense why 85